Hello, everybody, and welcome to Story Time. Thank you all for being so patient. Hello, Brian. Hi. Happy holidays, Jennifer. Happy holidays to everyone. Happy Merry Christmas. Happy Christmas. Happy Kwanzaa. Happy Hanukkah. Whatever holiday or season or reason you celebrate, may it be happy. Welcome to Story Time, our weekly story time. I'm just, as always, I always get so excited about this day and this time. And today, I have a special guest with me, and you all love it when she joins me. She'll be popping on here in just a little bit. We've had a busy morning. Hello, Sammy. Long time no see. Oh my goodness. I had the chance this morning to read stories at an event, and we did a social distance event. It was my first time. I was masked and shielded, and it was outside. It was just a few people there. It was really, really nice. So it was kind of a trial. So we'll see where we can go with this in the future, maybe one day. But of course, I wasn't going to miss Story Time Live with you all because you all are the reason I do this. I love it. Hopefully you all are geared up and ready to go for the holidays. I know I am. It's going to be a little different this year, right? Have you been washing your hands, wearing your masks? I did. I wore my mask today and I had my hand sanitizer with me, had my shield on, so it was all protected, and we social distanced. It worked out really well. So welcome. If I have new watchers, welcome to my new friends. And if all my old friends, my Sammy and Jennifer and Brian and everybody else is watching, welcome. We are going to have a wonderful story today that will be read by Miss Cherilyn Matthews. And as I said, she'll be joining us here pretty soon. Wait for her to get on here. But what's everybody up to? Have you been baking, or have you done anything fun at all yet for the holidays? I would love to hear about what you've done. I would really, really love to hear about it. And please feel free to share this event. Share it with all of your friends. And we talk about this a lot. If you have friends that maybe don't have Facebook and they want to join us, they can watch us on YouTube. If you go to YouTube and you type in Rose Dynasty Foundation, we are on there also. So you'll definitely get to join us there. And yeah. And if you have friends that are on Facebook and they haven't followed us yet, let's get them following Rose Dynasty. Absolutely. And there's a Cash App and Venmo. If you'd like to throw some extra cash down there, we would totally appreciate it. We have been able to feed people, work with It Takes a Village, and provide food and all kinds of stuff for people that are in need. And we really, really are excited that we're able to do that. Sammy made cookies. I saw and heard. Oh my goodness, those cookies looked so tasty. And went to see lights. Oh my goodness, there's so many Christmas lights in my neighborhood. I can walk around and look at them. Has anybody else went and seen Christmas lights? Yeah. We're just waiting a couple more minutes, and it's all right. I just get to chit chat with y'all. Made some cookies. Oh my goodness. What's everybody's favorite Christmas cookie? I would love to know everybody's favorite ones. So I'm torn. I like chocolate chip. They're good, but I like peanut butter cookies. So peanut butter cookies are really good. Those cookies with lots of frosting. The more frosting, the better. I'm a frosting girl. I love frosting on my cookies. I tell you. Yeah. Awesome. Welcome everyone that's joining. I see some more people popping in, joining us. Welcome. Jennifer says that we're celebrating Kwanzaa and we're setting the table tomorrow. That's awesome. Kwanzaa is very new to me, and I was reading up on it this week, and it's very interesting to know the history behind it. I'm so glad that you all can celebrate that. I think that's amazing. Absolutely. Avery likes the ones with lots of icing. I love icing. And then like when I make cookies, I want extra icing, just like my cake. I want extra icing on my cake. Right? This is so great. Awesome. Cherilyn's just about ready backstage. I'm waiting for her to tell me to go ahead and ready and all that. Oh my goodness. So if we have some technical difficulties, please let me know if you can't hear me. Cherilyn and I were testing it out a while ago, and she was having a little struggle hearing me, but it seemed like it was okay on the other end. So cross our fingers. Just let me know in the chats if you're like, I can't understand you, Mama. And then I'll be like, that's all right. So Sammy loves gingerbread cookies. Gingerbread cookies are so popular this time of year. I'm indifferent. I like them sometimes. Have you seen the TikTok that makes them into waffles? Are you talking about those really, really poofy icing, fluffy cookies and they make them into waffles? I need these in my life right now. We have a waffle maker. I might need to go try those. I need to see pictures of them. And I got a thumbs up from backstage. So I'm going to bring in our wonderful friend, Miss Cherilyn Matthews.
Hello,
Hi.
hello.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. How are you?
I am wonderful. Do I sound better than I did earlier?
It sounds amazing, actually.
Okay. Earlier, I know you said I sounded like a robot.
It did. It was like but C3PO.
Well, welcome. Oh my gosh, look at that. You've always got some sort of crown just popping on your head.
I had to do a little something.
That is so
my gold dress. So.
That is so cute, Cherilyn. I love it. I love it. We're talking about cookies. So many people saying gingerbread cookies, cookies with icing. What's your favorite Christmas cookie?
Do you know? Okay, gingerbread, they're amazing. But you know what my favorite one is?
Yeah.
I love a good snickerdoodle.
Snickerdoodle, you get kind of best of both worlds. You get a sugar cookie.
And you get the cinnamon in there.
You get that aromatic flavor. I could do a snickerdoodle.
I do. But, it's a hit or miss sometimes. Sometimes you get them and they're too dry. But
yeah.
If you get them where they're just kind of in between, where it's still kind of soft in the middle, but they're crunchy on the outside, that's my favorite. That's
so cool. Yeah, we're looking at, let's see what we're talking here. We were talking about holidays. Our friends Jennifer, they celebrate Kwanzaa. I learned a lot about Kwanzaa this week.
That's awesome.
That's a great holiday to celebrate. And we were talking about the cookies, and Sammy, our little friend Sammy, loves their gingerbread cookies. And then get this, Callie was telling me that those cookies with the icing, the I call them crack cookies because they got so much icing on top. You can put them in a waffle maker.
I'm pretty sure that every one of my arteries just screamed when I heard that, but
yeah,
that sounds amazing.
I have a waffle maker. I bought the waffle maker for Scotty just so he can make brownie waffles, and he makes waffles all the time. So I might have to try those. And then Callie says, "Love your hair." We love that.
Thank you. Or are you talking about Mama's hair?
Both of our hair. Oh, that's so crazy. Okay. Awesome.
Good purple.
So you are reading us one of your favorite Christmas stories today.
It is. And I was, I went back and forth on a couple of different ones because, I wanted to do like a holiday. So it's a broad spectrum. But I thought, yes, this is a Christmas story, but it's about finding your holiday spirit. So I feel like this could transcend all the holidays that are happening right now.
I love that. That's a very good way to put it, because I agree. Those of us that celebrate Christmas, we talk about Christmas a lot.
Right.
And
every other holiday that's happening right now deserves the same sort of attention. But I think, if you break it down to its simplest form, everybody wants to have the holiday spirit, no matter what holiday you're trying to celebrate. So
Exactly. Because we definitely want to include everyone, and in that inclusion, we want to say that. And I know, like I was saying, we do talk about Christmas a lot, but it's because that's what we celebrate. And I have friends that celebrate Hanukkah, and that's what we talk about. And then, like I was saying earlier, Kwanzaa is new for me, but when I was reading up on it, I was like, wow, what an interesting story, what an interesting thought behind this holiday, and I love it. I love that we can embrace that also, and probably some I've even never heard of. But
I feel like it's very important for people to branch out and learn about other cultures, other beliefs, other holidays, all that different thing. I think it's a great thing.
Absolutely. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to let you read your story.
Okay.
Do you want me to stay on, or do you want me to let you have full screen?
It's up to you, whatever. I mean, I'm hearing a little crackling right now. I don't know if anybody else can hear it, but I can hear it. It might just be my phone. I have no idea.
Your silly phone.
Yeah, I know, right? And I feel like, oh, yep, my crown is falling. I was like, why is it getting so close to my face? I was like, the present was like sitting here. I'm like, what is happening right now?
Cliff said that we can hear it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop back off and see if that helps.
Okay.
And then I might just pop it in the middle of the story. You never know.
Okay. Okay.
All right. You all enjoy the story.
Sounds great. Hi, everybody. I hope everybody likes my holiday decorations. I took a little trip to Whoville earlier today, and so when I brought some stuff back, threw it up on the wall. So I hope everyone is having a wonderful holiday season. Everything's going good. You're getting some good food. But today I wanted to read A Charlie Brown Christmas. It is a classic. And it's on TV every year. And it almost wasn't this year, but now it is going to be again. So I just wanted to read it for everybody because it's one of my favorites. So let's just jump right in, okay? By Charles M. Schulz. Again, not quite my last name, but so close without the paycheck. And I had forgotten, just so everybody knows, that A Charlie Brown Christmas has singing in it. So I'm just going to save everybody on that, and we're just going to skip past the singing portion because you don't want that. You don't want that. Trust me, I don't want to ruin your holiday. Let me take a sip of water. And let's jump in. Christmas time was here. Soft snowflakes floated down from the sky. The sweet sound of carols filled the air, and everyone felt happy. Well, almost everyone. Look at him skating. This book is super shiny, guys, so I'm going to try to get the pictures to show up. Look at him just ice skating. I did ice skate once. I was not good at it, but I did it. I think there must be something wrong with me, Linus, Charlie Brown told his friend. Christmas is coming, but I'm not happy. I just don't understand Christmas, I guess. I always end up feeling depressed. And you know, that's funny. I know a lot of people that can be a little down for the holidays. Let's see how it goes for Charlie. You're the only person I know who can take a wonderful season like Christmas and turn it into a problem, Linus replied. Maybe Lucy's right. All of the Charlie Browns in the world, you're the Charlie Browniest. Charlie Brown thought Linus might be onto something. He decided to go to Lucy's booth for some advice. Now, if you knew Lucy and Charlie Brown's relationship and how she always yanked that football out from under him, would you go to her for advice? I mean, that's just me thinking ahead, but sorry guys, my present is moving. 5 cents, please, Lucy greeted him. Charlie Brown dropped a nickel into Lucy's can. Lucy shook the can. I love hearing the beautiful sound of cold, hard cash. Now, what seems to be your problem? I feel depressed, Charlie Brown told her. I think we'd better pinpoint our fears, said Lucy. If we can find out what you're afraid of, we can label it. Are you afraid of staircases? If you are, then you have climacophobia, I think is what that says. Well, I never claimed to be a genius. Okay. Or maybe you have pantophobia. What's pantophobia? Asked Charlie Brown. The fear of everything, Lucy replied. That's it, Charlie Brown cried out. He shouted so loudly that Lucy flew off of her chair. Actually, Lucy, my trouble is Christmas, Charlie Brown admitted. I just don't understand it. Instead of feeling happy, I sort of feel let down. That's them at the booth. Look at poor Charlie, just sad. And Lucy's like, well, he gave me money, so I better try to help him. Okay. Lucy knew what would help. You need to get involved. How would you like to be the director of our Christmas play? So she's giving someone with no Christmas spirit the reins to the Christmas play. Okay. Charlie Brown smiled. He and Lucy made plans to meet at the auditorium. As Lucy went off, Snoopy walked by, holding a box of lights and decorations. Charlie Brown followed him to his doghouse. "What's going on here?" Charlie Brown asked his dog. Snoopy handed him a piece of paper. Charlie Brown began to read aloud. "Find the true meaning of Christmas. Win money, money, money. Spectacular, super colossal neighborhood Christmas lights and display contest." Charlie Brown looked up from the paper and groaned. "My own dog gone commercial. I can't stand it." Oh, look at Snoopy. Snoopy's planning on winning some money. He is getting all them decorations up. Look at that. He's better at it than I am. Next, Charlie Brown ran into his sister, Sally. "I've been looking for you, big brother. Will you please write a letter to Santa Claus for me?" she asked. Sally began telling Charlie Brown what she wanted him to write. "Dear Santa Claus, how have you been? Did you have a nice summer? How's your wife? I have been extra good this year, so I have a long list of presents that I want. Please note the size and color of each item and send as many as possible. If it seems too complicated, make it easy on yourself. Just send money. How about 10s and 20s? This girl has a plan." I mean, she's already got it roped out, everything. Okay, 10s and 20s, Charlie Brown cried. That didn't seem like the true Christmas spirit. Look at that. Sally is just rattling off everything that she wants. Just making Charlie write all of it down. Let's see. At the auditorium, Lucy had an announcement. "Quiet, everybody. Our director will be here any minute and we'll start rehearsal." "Director? What director?" says Patty. "Charlie Brown," Lucy replied. "Oh, no. We're doomed," said Violet. "Here he comes," said Lucy. "Attention, everyone." Charlie Brown addressed the cast, but no one listened to him. They were all dancing to Schroeder's playing the piano. "Stop the music," Charlie Brown shouted into his megaphone. "We're going to do this play, and we're going to do it right. Lucy, get those costumes and scripts and pass them out." "All right, Charlie." Charlie's getting assertive here. Look, all of them just playing and not listening to him at all. Just got Schroeder over here just banging on the piano. Everybody's just jamming out. Look at Snoopy with the guitar. So cute. Pigpen with the bass. No thanks. Lucy walked up to Frida and gave her a script and a costume. "You're the innkeeper's wife." "Did innkeepers' wives have naturally curly hair?" Frida asked. Lucy walked over to Pigpen. "You're the innkeeper." Pigpen looked proud. "In spite of my own outward appearance, I shall try to run a neat inn." At least, see, that's the good thing. When you know you got a problem, and you embrace it. Pigpen knows he's a pigpen, so that's how it is. Lucy went over to Snoopy. "You'll have to be all of the animals in our play," Lucy told him. "Can you be a sheep?" "Bah," bleated Snoopy. "How about a cow?" asked Lucy. "Moo," mooed Snoopy. "How about a penguin?" said Lucy. Clack, 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 Snoopy waddled around the stage. So, I mean, he nailed it. He nailed his audition. He got all of it. The one question, I have a question, but it's here or there. I don't know about the penguin and the nativity. I don't know. Maybe it'll explain later. Make sure my crown's up there. Soon, all the parts had been handed out, and it was time for Charlie Brown to direct. He asked Schroeder to set the mood for the first scene, but as soon as Schroeder started playing, everyone started dancing again. Lucy and Charlie Brown watched from the side of the stage. "Isn't it a great play?" Lucy said. It's all wrong, Charlie Brown told her. Let's face it, we all know that Christmas is a big commercial racket, Lucy said. But Charlie Brown was determined. Well, this one play is not going to be commercial. Charlie is not having it this year. He is going to find his Christmas spirit, and he's going to let all these kids know about it. But look at him jamming out. Schroeder, that piano, man, he's just letting these kids have it. Snoopy's just cutting a rug. What do you want, Lucy asked. The proper mood, Charlie Brown responded. We need a Christmas tree. Lucy thought this was a great idea. A great big shiny aluminum Christmas tree. That's it. I'll take Linus with me, Charlie Brown said. The rest of you practice your lines. I don't think Charlie was into the big aluminum Christmas tree. I don't think so at all. And look at Lucy. She's like, make sure it's big and shiny. Oh, where is she? Oh, she's right there. There she is. I can never get used to this camera going back and forth. Okay. Charlie Brown and Linus made their way through the snow to the Christmas tree lot. There were trees in all sizes and colors. Bigger, pink and purple and red, and they were all made of metal or plastic. Gee, do they still make wooden Christmas trees? Linus wondered. Look at that. These all look like Target commercials. Wow. And I'm guessing that this is not what Charlie Brown had in mind at all. I think he's a little disappointed at the moment. And that's when Charlie Brown saw it, the perfect Christmas tree. This little green one here seems to need a home, says Charlie Brown. But Linus wasn't so sure. I don't know, Charlie Brown. Remember what Lucy said. This doesn't seem to fit the modern spirit. I don't care, Charlie Brown said. We'll decorate it, and it will be just right for our play. Besides, I think it needs me. So see, I think now Charlie's starting to get his Christmas spirit because he found this Christmas tree and it's talking to him. Like it's saying, hey, I need you. I need a home. And look how cute it is. It's so cute. It's kind of small compared to the rest of those pyramids in the back there, but it's such a cute little tree. Make sure these pages tend to stick together. We're back, Charlie Brown announced as he and Linus brought the little tree into the auditorium. The other kids couldn't believe what they were seeing. This tree was all wrong. You were supposed to get a good tree, Lucy told Charlie Brown. Can't you even tell a good tree from a poor tree? Everyone laughed and walked away, except Linus. See, that's a good friend right there. Everybody else making fun of Charlie Brown, but Linus is like, you know what, buddy? This is the tree you wanted. I'm there for you. But look at all of them. Just ugly face. Look at them being ugly. That's what my grandmother used to tell me. Look at you being ugly. Look, they're being ugly. Making fun of his little Christmas tree. Charlie Brown turned to his friend. I guess you were right, Linus. I shouldn't have picked this little tree. Everything I do turns into a disaster. I guess I really don't know what Christmas is all about. Isn't there anyone who knows what Christmas is all about? Sure, Charlie Brown, says Linus. I can tell you what Christmas is all about. Linus walked to the center of the stage. A lone spotlight shone on him as he began to speak. Look at that. Spending time with his good buddy. His good buddy's about to tell him what Christmas is all about. And there were in the same country shepherds abiding in the field, keeping watch over their flock by night. And lo, the angel of the Lord came upon them, and the glory of the Lord shone round about them. And they were They were sore afraid, and the angel said unto them, Fear not, for behold, I bring you tidings of great joy, which will be to all people. For unto you is born this day in the city of David a Savior, which is Christ the Lord. And this shall be a sign unto you. Ye shall find the babe wrapped in swaddled clothing, lying in a manger. And suddenly there was the angel, a multitude of heavenly hosts, praising God and saying, Glory to God in the highest, and on earth peace, goodwill towards men. Okay, Linus. Linus did his research. He knew. He knew the whole story. And he told Charlie Brown all about it. I mean, even down to like the old language, ye and all that stuff. There was a silence in the auditorium as Linus walked back to Charlie Brown. That's what Christmas is about, Charlie Brown, he added. Charlie Brown thought about what Linus had said. He picked up his little tree and walked out of the auditorium. So at this point, I don't know if that helped Charlie or I don't know. It didn't. I don't know. He doesn't look happy, but look at Linus watching him walk away. Him and his little tree. Hopefully it helped, but I don't think that was what Charlie was looking for. But, sometimes we do what we can for the people we love. Charlie Brown looked up at the starry night sky. He finally understood the meaning of Christmas. So look at there. It did help. Everything that Linus just told him, it helped. Linus is right. I won't let all of this commercialism ruin my Christmas. I'll take this little tree home, and I'll decorate it, and I'll show them it really will work in our play. So now Charlie is determined. He's got his little tree, and it is going to be the spirit of Christmas. Look at him looking at the stars. Sorry about my lights, guys. There we go. This big old head. Alrighty. Charlie Brown took his tree to a place where he knew there would be lots of decorations. Snoopy's doghouse. He selected a shiny red ornament, but when Charlie Brown put the ornament on the tree, it collapsed. I've killed it, Charlie Brown cried. Everything I touch gets ruined. Look at that. He is so sad. So cheated. It didn't really collapse. It just kind of, maybe it wasn't strong enough. Charlie Brown walked off in despair. A few moments later, the other children arrived. I never thought it was such a bad little tree, Linus said, as he wrapped his blanket around the base. It's not bad at all, really. Maybe it just needs a little love. Perhaps that's what the holidays are all about. Let's see. So look at Linus picking the tree up and putting his blankie around it. And look at all of them other kids trying to figure out what's going on. Everyone began taking ornaments off Snoopy's little doghouse. Soon the little tree had been transformed into a festive Christmas tree. So look at them. All of them coming together now, just decorating. I bet Snoopy's mad though because all his decorations are gone. So let's see how it turns out. When Charlie Brown returned, he was stunned. What's going on here? He asked. Merry Christmas, Charlie Brown, all the kids said. Look at that. They surprised him with the perfect Christmas tree. Look at his little Christmas tree. So what happened? The meaning of Christmas was love. And then everyone began to sing, even Charlie Brown. So look at that. He found the meaning of Christmas, and it was love the whole time. Everybody needs a little love. Well, thank you guys so much for letting me read Charlie Brown Christmas to you. I hope you enjoyed it. And like I said, it's one of my favorites. And I know it's a Christmas story, but I think it's what we should all learn from is finding our holiday spirit no matter what holiday we all decide to celebrate. So we'll tell Mama to hop back in real quick.
Hi.
Hi.
I love that. I love that. You said it just right. It's all about the love. And I think that's wonderful, a wonderful way to put it. That again, it's just one of the many stories of Christmas to celebrate the magic of the holidays, and it's love. And we talk about it all the time in Rose Dynasty that you're loved, accepted, and wanted. And I think it's important that in this time of holidays that we still, even though a lot of us were quarantined and we're still practicing safe stuff for COVID, we are still giving back. We're still showing love. We're still showing acceptance to people, and we're just being kind.
Exactly.
And I think, of course, we should do this all year round, but at the same time, if we do it a little bit extra during the holidays, we can give a little bit back, and I love that. And Callie said such a sweet story.
We can wrap it up just a little bit more.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's like any other celebration. We celebrate our birthdays once a year, but we celebrate ourselves and each other year round. So same thing. Absolutely. Thank you for sharing. I love it when you come on here with me.
I know. I have such a good time. And then I start getting scared that I'm gonna mess up, and when that one word that was this freaking long, I was like, oh God, I don't know how to say that.
I can tell you how many words I've read wrong, and don't worry, they'll either correct you or ignore it, so it's okay. It's okay.
Well, the Peanuts have always been smarter than I am, so
it's so great. Oh my goodness, I love you, Cherilyn.
Love you too, Mama.
I think we're going to go ahead and let everyone go, and you and I will chit chat afterwards. So everyone, we have a little surprise for you on Christmas Day. If you've not seen the advertisement, we will have a wonderful little story time at 2:00 on Christmas Day.
On Christmas Day, but don't forget, if you missed story time today and you missed story time on Christmas, they all go over to Rose Dynasty on YouTube. So you can go back and watch all of them.
Absolutely. You'll have that wonderful chance to do that. And happy holidays to everyone, wherever you are, celebrating with your family, with your loved ones. And we hope to be together again real soon. I love you all. And as always, you're loved, accepted, and wanted. We'll see everybody really soon.
Love you guys.
Bye.